Elon Musk's Mars vision, led through SpaceX, is built on one central belief: human civilization is fragile. Despite technological progress, humanity still faces existential risks: nuclear war, engineered pandemics, supervolcanoes, asteroid impacts, AI misalignment, or even slow-moving environmental collapse. Musk argues that as long as humans live on only one planet, we are operating without a backup. A self-sustaining city on Mars would act as a civilizational insurance policy, ensuring that even if Earth suffers a catastrophic event, human knowledge, culture, and genetics survive. But this isn't just about fear, it's also about long-term expansion. Historically, civilizations that explored and expanded survived and thrived. Musk sees Mars as the next frontier, similar to how early explorers crossed oceans. Mars is considered the best candidate because it has a 24.6-hour day, polar ice caps, underground water ice, carbon dioxide in its atmosphere, useful for making fuel, and manageable gravity, about 38% of Earth's. While harsh, it is the most practical option compared to other planets. The core technology behind this mission is Starship, SpaceX's fully reusable super heavy rocket system. Reusability is critical because traditional rockets are too expensive for mass migration. Musk's long-term goal is to reduce the cost of reaching orbit from tens of thousands of dollars per kilogram to possibly a few $100s. If transportation becomes affordable, then sending cargo, machines, and eventually people becomes scalable. Musk has suggested that building a self-sustaining Mars city may require 1 million people and millions of tons of cargo transported over decades. The early phase would not look like a shiny sci-fi city. It would start with robotic missions, power systems, likely solar farms, fuel production plants using the Sabatier reaction, turning CO2 and water into methane fuel, and pressurized habitats. Humans would initially live in compact bases, possibly underground or shielded by regolith to protect from radiation. Food would be grown in controlled environments using hydroponics or vertical farming systems. Over time, manufacturing capability would expand: metals, plastics, glass, electronics, so Mars would not depend entirely on Earth. The biggest challenge is not landing on Mars, it is surviving long-term. Mars has no breathable atmosphere, intense radiation exposure, freezing temperatures averaging negative 60 degrees Celsius, global dust storms, and low gravity that may affect human health over time. There are also psychological challenges of isolation and confinement. Building a self-sustaining ecosystem in such an environment is one of the hardest engineering challenges ever attempted. Economically, Mars does not make sense in the short term. There are no immediate profits to justify trillion-dollar investments. This is why Musk frames it as a long-term human project, not a quarterly return business. However, the technologies developed, advanced robotics, AI automation, energy storage, closed-loop life support, material science, could transform industries on Earth, much like the Apollo program accelerated computing and aerospace innovation. There is also geopolitical significance. Space is becoming a strategic domain. The United States, China, and other nations are racing to establish lunar and deep space capabilities. If SpaceX successfully enables Mars settlement, it could redefine global leadership in space infrastructure and planetary exploration. Critics argue the money should instead be spent solving Earth's problems. Musk's counter-argument is that space development and Earth improvement are not mutually exclusive. He believes expanding into space inspires progress, drives innovation, and secures humanity's long-term survival simultaneously. In the simplest but most powerful terms, Elon Musk wants to build a city on Mars not because it is easy or profitable today, but because he believes humanity's future should not be limited to one fragile planet. Mars represents survival, expansion, technological acceleration, and the next chapter of civilization.